Hola, me llamo Dakota. And this is Quest for the Core. K4. Episode 22? 23? I think 22.
We're
I don't know.
getting there.
We're getting there. We're starting to climb the numbers in a standard pattern of one per episode.
The numbers, Mason. What do they mean?
The numbers, Mason. Yeah, I'm your host.
There's no
obviously.
war in bossing say words.
There isn't. I'm joined today by the Imperator.
Greetings,
He plays Cairo
fellow Denny.
Zetsubo. I'm also joined by Javier.
Hello.
He plays, of course, everyone's favorite Something Wong / Garbanzo Down the Bean Jimmy Jambo Jr. / the myriad of other identities he's stolen over the campaign. I feel like I'm just gonna have like
talking about.
the
I
bottom
was
of.
just talking about something long too.
I feel like the bottom of Xavier's character sheet, Doc, just by the end of the campaign, is going to be a massive index of every NPC you guys would talk to in the entire campaign. And if I ever wanted to, like, tell a story of the campaign, I could look at that list and go down the line and be like, oh, that's okay, so next we had this person, and they did that thing with them, and then they went back down, and, yeah, it's impressive how many people he's frauded against at this point. And also, Kyle's here.
Say hi, Kyle.
No.
I said say hi, Kyle, not hey, I'm here.
Hello.
There we go.
I am.
You're forgetting a very crucial part to that hello.
Hello.
You're right. So how high were you?
No. I said say
What?
hi, Kyle.
What?
I'm avoiding the word.
You don't get it. You just don't get it, Kyle.
Jesus.
When someone says say hi, Kyle, you say hi, Kyle.
I don't want to.
Oh, I see.
Top tier
Session's
Kyle.
already after a great start. You were all very much on the same page.
Yes, we are the most coordinated team, all right? We are professionals. Professionals. Definition of veterans over here, all right?
The most coordinated troop.
The most. We are like a hive mind over here.
We are like P.T. Barnum and Bailey's. Because we murder our employees on the daily.
Yes. Last time on Dragon Ball Z, we the PCs were contacted by the Hermes Johnson, and he was like, "Oh, I've got a mission for you guys to do. You've got to take these cell phones and pretend to be interns at my company and investigate these other interns. And I'm pretty sure he did something like that we talked about. That my boss has hired to investigate me so that they can deny me a promotion or whatever, and then I'll pay you a lot of money." And stuff, and maybe I'll get like an extra gift if you do this mission and the next mission together.
Well,
And,
well, I mean, he already has promised us a lot of things to aid in our vacationing.
Yep, he has. Yeah, and then you guys did the thing. You went to the branch, went to the corporate sector, were amazed at the life of the corpos. And then you guys investigated the different interns, particularly Colleen Richards, Jeremy Potts, and Chad Bradley.
Are we on Chad Bradley now? Or?
Yeah,
Yes, you guys handled Colleen last time. You cut off Jeremy's hand at the end of last episode. So this one we'll begin with Chad Bradley.
All right.
Alrighty.
Is he in the room?
No, you haven't called him up yet.
All right. I'm gonna turn to the Johnson and be like, give me 1 second. I'm gonna check my stocks. Told you this was coming.
I fucking knew it.
How up are Kodian stocks right now?
You could probably get like 50%
Like
profit right now.
50%, I'll pull them.
Alrighty. So you've made 500 callers off of that.
Good enough for me. So I get 1,500 in my bank account. Haha.
Yep.
All right, yeah, you can call in the next.
Alrighty.
Chad.
So you guys call up Chad Bradley.
Brad. No, Brad Bradley.
The real child's name is Brad. But this guy's name is Chad.
This guy's name is Chad.
Yeah. So yes, you guys call Chad Bradley up, and 5 minutes later, Chad Bradley saunters through the door, and he's like, sup, boss man, and he shoots some like finger guns. He's like, what can I do for you, broski?
A lot of things I say to myself when I copy this face.
Yes,
Wow.
absolutely.
Well,
absolutely.
already with
I
the identity
stand it.
theft.
We stand.
what were you
Chad
expecting?
Bradley.
Honestly.
All right, I guess we can go with the same setup. I'll tell him like, hey, yeah, we interrogated your friends. We know what you're up to. It's no use lying to us.
Okay, yeah, so you're gonna go with the like your friends ratted you out already. So like, give it up.
Can we scan him first?
Like how? What?
And see if he's recording anything or.
With the electromagnetic vision.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is working wonders right now.
So you would see that he has 2 very powerful-looking bionic arms.
Oh, I do not.
That's it?
Wrestling.
Yes, it doesn't have any bionic eyes or anything. I guess I don't think nanodocs would register on EM because they're too tiny. But yeah, he has big buff robo arms, and that's
okay.
That's it.
I don't think I want to get in a wrestling match with this guy. To be honest with you.
You're gonna.
It's Chad Bradley.
Yeah,
but yeah,
the Chad Bradley.
the
Chad Bradley. Was he a celebrity now? Is that canon? This is a local celebrity, Chad Bradley.
So yeah, I'll hit him with the normal. Your friends ratted you out. We already know your existence here as a spy.
And Chad Bradley'd be like, "Oh, well, that kind of sucks." And his voice just totally changes from the dude bro accent to like normal.
No, Chad.
Yeah.
I rather like you.
Cool.
Okay. So would you please just cooperate with us and follow us downstairs to the garage?
He looks at the Hermes Johnson.
We're going to be what's the word? What's the word I'm looking for? We're going to be escorting you off the premises.
He kind of sighs and he looks to the Hermes Johnson and he's like, "Can I get a guarantee that I'm gonna survive this?" And then Hermes Johnson's like, "No, you don't." And
we're just asking that you cooperate because we like you. This will aid in your further survival. I need to lie to him to get him to trust me.
In that case, make me a charisma
Your
check.
cooperation will be noted. That is first crit.
Oh wow.
First crit
Okay.
pass.
It's gonna be one of those days, huh? All right. So he's like, "All right, yeah, sure," and he just gets up and
Cool.
we'll follow you guys downstairs.
I'm gonna turn to him and be like, "You have no idea how easy you're making our lives. Your friends were less cooperative."
And he's like, "Yeah, Colleen can be a bit feisty."
Your other friend tried to either blow himself or us up. So,
he kind of like raises an eyebrow and he's like, "Other friend?"
Jeremy?
He's like, "Who?"
I'm gonna turn to Bonus quickly and be like, Wait a minute.
You could just feel the wide-eyed stare back at you through the mask. You just who did we stab? What happened?
I'm gonna text Johnson. Like, we may have a problem here.
And he texts back, "What's the issue?"
Chad doesn't know who Jeremy is.
Johnson texts back like a shrugging emoji.
Oh well, that doesn't matter now anyway.
Yeah, he's already in custody. He's obviously some kind of spy. So
Yeah, he wouldn't have had that adverse of a reaction if he wasn't. So
yeah,
he's just as guilty as the rest.
yep.
All right, and down to the garage we go. Don't mind the blood
All right, yeah. So you guys
and
head down.
motor oil.
Yeah, head down to the garage, and there the black panel van with the same bodyguard from earlier mentioned with the Hermes Johnson. He's standing there, and he opens the panel of the van, and you guys see that the other two of them are still unconscious there, lying in heaps.
I'm gonna turn to the guard and be like, go a little bit easier on him. He actually cooperated.
The thug just kind
Then
of
I'm
like
gonna turn to the
groans.
guard. Then I'm gonna turn to the guard. I'm gonna whisper. I'm like, if you have a chance to kill them all, just do it.
He just kind of silently nods.
So mean. So mean.
And then
Chad actually worked with us.
Yeah,
did.
but like, there's all 3 spies, and I want to get a confirmed pay, not a. So yeah, Chad came back with higher payment than we offered his life. So
I mean, that's relevant.
Chad Bradley is now the newest addition to the team. Introducing our next next player to the campaign.
he shows up to the mercenary bar. It's like, guys, I've turned a new leaf.
I'm now
I
a
want to
different
be
kind
a
of mercenary.
mercenary.
He's like, I'm now no longer working for Premier Wiring. I'm now an actual mercenary.
And
Oh,
I
wow,
guess
what happened? I got fired.
I guess as we make our way up, might as well just call the last one in.
Alrighty, so the last guy is... Oh, there's 2 of them. There's Maxwell Breeson and Andrew Stevenson.
Well, we only need like 1 more, right?
I mean, you guys don't know how many spies there are, so...
Oh, well, we've got the 5, right?
Well, there's 5 interns in total, but you don't know how many of them are spies.
That's fair. Alright, yeah, I guess we can call in the next one.
Alright, which one, Maxwell or Andrew?
Let's go with Andrew.
Okay. So you call him up to the office, and this really, because I haven't even seen him before, this really kind of like short, super thin, scrawny, nerdy kid walks into the office, and he has like these really big, huge, thick glasses, and he has like a big tablet, and he kind of walks in, and he's like, "Yes, what can I do for you, sir?"
As he walks in, I'm gonna take the tablet away from him and then nod to Knox.
That's when she pulls out her gun and
I scan. I
You scan?
scan this object in front of me.
object. Wow, rude.
You're just denying him, like, you're denying him personhood and you're subjecting him to being a beanpole.
Yeah.
He has no electronics on him. He might graduate from object to thing.
I mean, he has
Perfect.
like
Perfect.
his glasses would be like smart glasses, and he would have like the brain chip cell phone thing, but that's it.
Is he streaming anything?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna
I'll be real honest
same
with you.
deal.
If this guy's a spy, I want to punch him in his face so badly.
Same deal. I'm gonna sit him down. Now we've interrogated your friends. We know you're all spies. Tell us what we want to know. or you're not leaving this building alive.
Yeah, we didn't do that with Chad. We didn't ask him who he was fucking working for. We just said you're feeding.
You didn't ask anybody who they were working for. You just asked if they were spies and then knocked them unconscious. Which I guess works, but
No, we only asked the first one. That's it.
yeah, you asked Colleen and then that's it. I mean, I guess he didn't really have a chance with Jeremy because he just lunged at the Hermes Johnson before he could ask him any questions. But
Literally, Chad was like, "Okay, I'll cooperate."
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, I mean, he admitted he knows Colleen, so I assume
Yeah.
they're under the same employer.
yeah, and he doesn't know who Jeremy is.
That's kind of funny.
Semi-worrying, but hey, it's behind us now. Anyway.
And turns out
So-
Jeremy is actually Flavius in disguise, and he's come back to exact his revenge. Plot twist.
No, thank you.
Oh no. The only one that can kill him at that point is Oid.
Not even.
Probably not.
It would need like the building security system to do that. Probably a bit more than that even, like a tank.
But Oid's a robot.
Or does a robot?
He can't be persuaded.
Yeah, it can be mind controlled. Yeah, he's immune.
But
But
anyway.
almost not a combat droid.
If
Yeah,
only,
it can
if only
be
you got a
blasted
combat android
away.
body, and you could like swap forms into like your Terminator
If
body.
only, you know, like Flavius walked up and I was like, haha, not today, and my arm unfurls into like, you know, a
A
50,
grenade launcher.
50 BMG anti-material rifle.
You just dome him point blank range with the Barrett and just poof, blow his
No.
face off.
A Gatling Barrett. Multiple
Jesus.
Barretts
God.
on a
So
rotating
that's how you break like your whole body and like the ground.
That just sounds like a rotary cannon at that point.
Yeah, it was an A10 Warthog. Just
So,
But
John,
anywho.
what upgrades you want? You know the gun on the 18 Warthog. Just plant it right in my chest.
I want to fire bolter rounds from my hand. Is that an option? Can I do that?
You know the sound an A10 Warthog makes?
I want to be that sound.
Input's just an audio device.
Just an MP3 player in your arm.
A10.mp3.
.wav. God. But yeah, so
But anyway.
you give the usual like spiel, and the nerdy guy's like, what are you talking about? I'm just an intern.
What did I tell you about lying to me?
Like, I'm not lying, I'm just an intern.
Wait, can we pause real quick? What was the history of this guy again?
History, he is a really high scoring, like genius level student at like the nearby Ivy League college. Let me look at his like degree. Actually, because I'm pretty sure I listed his degree.
Does he have the bowl cut? Does he have a bowl cut?
Of course.
Sounds about right.
He's a statistics major.
Then he'll never see this coming. Bam! Bam!
I don't think.
No,
I
don't
think
do that yet. Don't
only
do that yet.
Chad would
Don't
have
do
seen
that
that coming. So.
But I'm gonna look over to the Hermes Johnson and like, you know, just give him one of those
It's
looks. Like,
okay.
do you believe him?
All right, I'll make an insight for the Hermes Johnson. So he did succeed on his insight. Yes, because we have insight. Yeah, he's like, yeah, I think he's telling the truth.
Well, congratulations, you've succeeded in this test. You're free to go.
And
Here's your
Hermes
pop
Johnson reaches
quiz.
into his desk, and he pulls out like a 20 color bill and hands it to the kid, and he's like, "Good job." Say nothing to nobody, and then just shoves him out the door.
See, this strategy works. It's the perfect way to weasel out spies.
I look into the deep direction
The deep direction.
of my lovely friend, and I turn to him and I go, and if it doesn't,
It will. Bring up the last subject.
All right, so you bring in Maxwell, and the door opens, and this like young 21-year-old, 22-year-old kid is in an impeccable suit. Not quite as good as the suit that the Hermes Johnson is wearing that you guys stole from before, but still a very, very nice suit. And you know, he walks in and he doesn't have a tablet or anything. And he walks in and he's like, "Oh, you summoned me."
Oh, this guy. I hope
once
he's a
again,
spy. I want to steal his
nah.
outfit. I'm gonna scan him. I'm gonna be like, You know what I'm saying?
You would see that in his brain there is an LSSI dead man's chip.
Oh fuck.
Which is
Which
So-
is, if we kill him at all, there's gonna be a whole ass SWAT team coming in here, and we'll actually start a war just to get his body out of here.
Yeah, so for the audience, LSSI is Life Saving Services International, and it's basically like Trauma Team from Cyberpunk, where like you pay a subscription, and then an armed SWAT team will show up to save your life in an emergency. And Dead Man's chip is if he falls unconscious or his like biometrics detect like poisons or a seizure or like severe physical trauma, it'll automatically send a team to come pick him up, and they will shoot their way to him to get him out.
could this chip possibly be triggered under duress?
Under stress?
Not
Duress.
not unless it was like a heart attack level of stress. It wouldn't go off. No, he needs to.
No,
be like,
I mean duress. Like we're forcing him to do things.
Oh no, only
Okay, cool.
only like
All right.
physical harm.
Okay, cool. Does he have any weapons on him?
Yeah, that's
No.
the only thing I detected, right?
Because I can tell you this much: if he's got a weapon on him, and he decides that he wants to go that route, he can harm himself, and then the team is going to tear ass through this building to get to him because he harmed himself,
Yeah.
and he'll make us look like the perpetrators here.
I mean,
And
yeah,
then
but he doesn't
no
seem to have
camera
any
recording.
weapon on him. I mean, a gun wouldn't come up on
Okay.
the scan anyway, unless it was powered.
Okay, cool.
But you don't see anything.
Um,
He has like the diamond chip in his brain. He has the computer, the cell phone chip in his brain. But no, it probably would have like a super fancy, like bionic hand. But that's it.
okay, same shtick.
All right. So you sit him down, and you're like, "We've already interrogated your friends. You're a spy. So be upfront with us or whatever." And Mess was like, and he turns to the Hermes Johnson, and he's like, "Oh, what is this? My father will be hearing about this incident." Oh.
Look,
What
either
happened
you
there?
tell us who you're working for, or we will be forced to persuade you to cooperate.
He just is totally ignoring you, seemingly because he thinks you're like a peasant. He's talking to the Hermes Johnson, and he's like, "Mr. Xanthor, please, alright? I'm not working for anyone but this lovely company." And then Hermes Johnson's like, "Yeah, okay."
Congratulations! You've completed this training exercise. You're free to go.
And Mess was like, "My father will be hearing about this." And then he just walks out.
Well, that
Yeah,
one
I-
couldn't be avoided.
Yeah, I think I definitely turned the group like, if we shot him, we're screwed.
But we didn't, so it's fine.
Yeah, but I wanted to.
Yeah, Bonus was like, "Yeah, but I wanted to."
I feel you there. He's definitely an asshat. But anyway, seems
Yeah,
as
I
though
wanted his suit.
that issue was taken care of.
Yeah, I think as he like leaves the room and he gets into like the Johnson's like lobby of his office, you hear the Maxwell on the phone being like, "Oh, Papa, I have a complaint to file with HR."
Imagine Xanthorpe is texting the father right now. It was just a training exercise.
He just
No,
in
he's
all
probably
caps, frantic texting.
he's like texting HR. It's like, I swear, it's part of the company code.
It's how I
It's a
vet my
loyalty
interns.
exercise.
Yes, it's
Trust
a
building.
team building. It's team building exercises, all right? Just like the other ones, where I hit them with the golf club.
I mean,
alright?
actually, I could see that happening. I could see that being like a team building exercise.
Yeah, it's like a you know,
It's the same as Kingsman.
the loyalty
The same
tests.
thing. Exactly. Well, anyway, I'll turn to Xander and be like, or Johnson. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm using his actual name. No, Johnson, because his name is Johnson. And well, that takes care of your trader problem.
And he's like, "Yes, thank you, folks, very much. I will, you know, my boy downstairs will bring the three culprits to my prearranged location, and we'll get back to you in a few days with the next part of my current plan." He's like, "But until then," and you all get a notification of a bank transaction. You've all received $15,000. He's like, "Please, do spend your money wisely. I'll be in touch. All right. Now get out of my building before the security shows up."
Kyra's gonna like leave the office grinning madly to himself because he just placed like what was it, 3 priority shipments to his house.
Yeah, for the GPU and the different like computer parts that you ordered, the personality chip for.
I'll be real honest. I thought
Yeah.
it'd be really funny. It's like, we got all your spies, and then I'm like, but you didn't get one of them, and then shoot the Johnson.
You missed one. He just quick draws on you all with like a grenade launcher, and you all die. There we go.
No,
That would be hilarious.
he's like, but you missed one, and then shoots himself.
I'm a sleeper agent. Blam. No, I like the
It
quick
was all
draw.
part of my plan.
my plan to reveal my own splinter cell group within the company. God, no, I like
Not
the I
gonna
like
lie, though,
the
that would be a 10,000 IQ play.
that would I prefer the quick draw 40 Mike though. Grenade launcher suicide. You missed one. Dunk 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 dunk. But yeah, so you all leave the building, and the Johnson's limousine picks you all up. He brings you to the edge of the corporate sector, drops you off. He collects the cell phones you all used with the fake cons, and he smashes them in the gutter, and then he leaves you there.
All right,
Alright, bye
bike
guys.
time.
So you all have, let me look at my dates. You all have like 4 or 5 days of R&R before the Johnson gets back to you. So, what do you guys want to
Nice.
buy? What do you guys want to make? I make
Most of
do.
Cairo's time is going to be spent beefing up his internet, his systems. He's gonna install that new personality chip into Ankh and make him an actual dog.
A dog
Okay.
that speaks?
Well,
Woof.
no, just jackal noises.
He just walks up. "Father, I need recharging," and you're just like, "Oh God."
Well, right now Ankh would be at his charging station at my house.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. You should implement him with the voice from Halo for like the double kill and whatnot.
The layer. Double kill.
Monster kill.
Kill.
Can kill you now.
Mega kill.
That's
Honestly, I think that would be a
Friends.
great addition to the team. You know,
I mean, I
that's
could
his
do
only form of
that.
communication.
You just
I could
Halo
do that.
voice lines.
It's like a one-word language.
Alright,
You need subtitles.
All right. You know what? I'll do that. But I'll have it only voice when Ankh gets a kill
Yeah. Okay.
or multiple kills in quick succession.
Yeah. All right. Cool, you can do that.
But yeah, other than that, he's going to make the sounds of a normal jackal.
Bark.
Well, I don't know what sounds does a jackal make. Hold on.
Jackal. I don't know. They like either they bark or they scream. I don't remember which.
God.
I know that like dingoes scream. So I don't know if jackals are similar to
Well,
dingoes.
yeah, that's dingo though.
Yeah, but I don't know if jackals are like dingoes and that they scream or not. I don't know. I've not met a
By the
jackal
way,
before.
You just updated my updated the doc, yeah?
Oh yeah, I have to add your funds. Uno momento. The Oid is now even wealthier than he was before.
10 minutes.
Hell yeah,
Jackal
bro.
sound effects. Different jackal sounds.
Why? Scuffed.
Let's hear it. They do kind of scream,
See, I know what I'm talking about.
but it's not like an actual scream.
All right. They've
It
all
is
been
kind of
updated.
like it's kind of like a bark meets a howl.
Ah.
Sounds like a bird.
Bro, it's screaming, man. I'm just gonna.
Who else is watching this right now?
I am.
I can hear in the background just a ee, ee.
They sound kind of cute though.
One sounded like a cat. What was that? Yo, you're freaking.
It's like a fire alarm or like a fire engine siren. Ee.
And that is going to be what Ankh sounds like.
Okay.
Now, wait. There's one from 1 year ago. Let's see how. 3 months
Angry
ago.
jackal noises.
Even better.
I want the angry jackal noises.
Angry Jack when it's like surprise. It's full on English.
Surprise, bitch. I'm here to feast upon you children.
God. But yeah, so I've added the appropriate funds to all of your accounts. What do you want to buy?
Cairo's not really gonna buy anything. He's gonna, like I said, spend his time doing his thing. Beefing up home security.
What's Bonus going to buy? Because Bonus has money and he wants to buy something with his money.
Such impulsive spending.
Yeah.
Well, he's the DPS. His shtick is to chrome himself out, so that's what he's gonna do. He could save it up for something big and cool.
Like a caste system.
He's not an energy nerd.
Hmm.
I could give him
He could get a ballistic shield implanted in his other arm.
I could, yeah. If I got him a second bionic arm. He has the parallel processing. I might give him. I added a couple new implants last night, and one of the new ones is the hand-eye efficiency implant that removes the delay between the optical nerve and the brain. I spelled it Brian. I'm gonna change that. Yeah, between Vision and Brian.
Actually, how much does that
Damn,
cost?
bro.
It's 15,000, and it gives you one reaction per combat round.
Actually, I think I might take that.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Reactions are super overpowered.
Yeah.
Okay, then you can have
Where is
that. The very bottom of the general list. no, it's 45 in the general list.
I love it how Oid doesn't really have money to spend things on because he's already a robot.
Yeah, he doesn't really. I guess he could buy cybernetics, but there isn't much point.
That would be like putting a bucket of water on more water.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's worth it.
Efficiency.
That would be like shooting a hose out into the ocean, saying that you're refilling the ocean.
You are.
Yeah. Well, it would be like taking a bucket of water and dumping it from the Atlantic Ocean and putting it in the Pacific Ocean and saying you're having an effect.
I just thought you were gonna say you're having an affair.
Yeah, I mean, you could be. I don't know. I don't judge.
In Xander's case.
Bro, that's 30,000 collars.
What?
Half my money.
Well, the brain implant, the reaction thing is only 15.
I'm a Codian.
Yeah, so he has to his regeneration means he has to double the
yeah.
price
Oh
to make
yeah.
it work with his body. It's the balancing mechanism, man.
Ooh.
That's what
Ooh.
happens.
I think I might beef up my translator too, so that I can speak into like my helmet and have
Get
the
the
language come
subvocals,
out
you
the
mean?
other end. No,
Okay.
no, because my helmet has a translator, right? And that's an optics thing. I can see subtitles.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to make it so that if I speak, I can select a language and I can speak that language through the helmet. Mm-hmm. And I'll probably end up taking a stop at the noodle shop.
Okay.
Check in on everybody, make sure everybody's doing all right. And then reinvest into Kodian stocks, $1,000.
Okay.
I'll see if Bonus and Nox want to join me at the noodle shop though.
Well, bonus. Yeah, sure. I want to see what I want to buy for him next, actually, because he's spent the 15K there. Do any of do Oid or Nox want to buy anything?
I'm
At the
thinking
moment.
about getting another con.
Well, I mean, or Oid, you can get a an HD camera, so that when you scan people's faces, it doesn't come out in like 360p.
No, only if it's like far away is it like 144, but usually it's pretty
Well,
HD.
but like could upgrade that resolution.
I forgot. Where did you put the
What?
3 things for where you can pick which option you do?
Oh,
if you
for
have...
compatibility?
Yeah, I forgot.
That's
where that
at
was.
the bottom. That's at the after clothing and armor and like vehicle modifications, right below that.
It's right before K3.
Yeah, bionic compatibility, and you get a confused, which is the drug. You can have your genes be augmented, which adds 10,000 collars. Or you can do the biomechanical upgrade, which is what you usually go for, which doubles the price. But it doesn't add to your Chrome Crazy counter, which is pretty good.
I wanna make this abundantly clear. The translator upgrade, that's only like 500, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. But yeah, is Nox and Bonus joining me at the noodle shop?
Bonus will.
Nox, will you join me at the noodle shop?
Sure.
I don't think she's been to the noodle shop before.
Wholesome Wang family progression.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
was the most wholesome campaign ever.
It was.
But yeah,
Get a
we
deal.
need some dialogue from the wholesome Mr. Wang and his family.
Alrighty, let me handle the money stuff. Alright, so would you want to get another con, you said?
Yeah, I'm thinking about who I'm gonna, which identity it's gonna be for, so you can do the interaction with Cairo.
Okay. So, okay, in that case, so yeah, so Nox, Bonus, and Cairo. Right after Bonus and Nox get their implants put in, and they're like, still kind of loopy off of the sedatives, they go for a nice post-operation brunch lunch.
Well, Cairo probably wouldn't be loopy from it, would he? Just more groggy, no?
Yeah, just kind of like tired and fatigued,
Head hurts,
hungry. Yeah, your head's a little bit sore. And, kind of maybe like a minor headache, but they give you some pain meds to kind of keep it down.
Of course.
But yeah, so you guys all head to Noodle Shop, and for Nox's benefit, Huang's Little China, which is the name of the noodle place, is a little Chinese restaurant. In terms of, I can actually bring up where it is on the map. for relations, Huang's Little China is between the corporate sector and the docks, closer to the corporate sector. So it's in a kind of nice part of town. Not like nice, but not a ghetto either. And it is on the ground level of this massive skyscraper. Well, not massive skyscraper. It's like a big apartment building, probably like 50 floors. And the Huang family own the building, and they rent out the apartments above their restaurant to people, including their own family members. And it's a pretty like it's the first floor is a big glass, like a wall of windows, newly replaced after a few weeks ago it got smashed up when their grandson was kidnapped by gangsters. Um, so it's nice glass storefront that looks into the restaurant. There's like the nice wooden tables with chairs. There's some booths, little traditional like centerpieces, and then in the back there is like the like counter with like the reception area, and then there's like the door into the kitchen. And right now there are a few people in there, which is kind of rare. Usually it's pretty empty because it is rather expensive. Because unlike almost every place in Ryanstown, Huang's Little China serves real food, like actual grain noodles and like actual eggs, not like synthetic soy stuff, or like lab grown meats and everything like that, not synthetic. So it is expensive, but it is very tasty and well worth the cost if you ask a Cairo bonus. So yeah, so you all pull up, you all walk inside, and the granddaughter, who is I say granddaughter, but she's like an adult. She's like in her 20s. Who's the waitress? She kind of sees Cairo and Boaz walk in, and she's like, "Oh, hello, welcome back. It's been a while since we saw you guys in here."
Yes, indeed.
Like,
Indeed,
well,
it has. How is everything?
she's like, "Oh, we're going pretty good." She's like, "Business has been a bit, bit busier than usual." Um, she's like, "So we've all been keeping busy. We haven't had any more incidences with the Maofu clan, thankfully. My brother has separated himself from that life after being kidnapped and sold into slavery."
That's good. You should send him down.
She's like, "Oh, I'll see if he's available," and she kind of like sets you all down at at your usual table, which is kind of like a booth off to the side of the room. And she kind of turns to Knox. She's like, "Oh, I haven't met you before. Are you a friend of Mr. Pharaoh in Bonus?"
Yeah.
Cool. And she's like, "Well, pleasure to meet you." And then she sets a menu down for the three of you, and she's like, "And I will come back with some drinks and my brother in a few minutes, like usual sake
Cairo's
or."
gonna Cairo's gonna point out no sake for me today. I just had surgery.
He's like, "Oh yes, I understand, and she's like, "All right, well, just some nice refreshing water then," and she walks off, and a few minutes later, her brother comes down, and her brother is a probably like 5'10", early 20s, Chinese kid. It appears to you actually would see that his right arm, which used to be covered in a giant dragon tattoo, is scarred from where they removed the tattoo, and it's like currently still healing, so purposely still bandaged, and it's still like red and like raw.
Yeah.
And he has like an AR visor over his eyes, and he kind of is wearing like a sleeveless like wife beater t-shirt, and like cargo pants and like combat boots. And he walks over, and he's like, "Oh, it isn't my two of my three saviors. Like it's been a while."
It has. Come sit. How have you been?
Yeah, he takes his seat. He's like, "Oh, I've been going good." He's like, "I've changed my life around after that incident. That kind of opened my eyes to how those people really are."
Good to hear. How's school going?
He's like, "Oh, it's going pretty good." He's like, I'm starting to get into what's the career called? Like internet security, basically.
Very
Digital
good.
security.
I'll have to test your skills sometime.
Like, oh, I don't think I'm at your level yet, Mr. Pharaoh, but
Well,
it'd be an honor.
a basic breach could suffice.
And then he kind of it turns to Bonus, and he's like, I see you've gotten an upgrade, and he points to he like taps Bonus's bionic arm with the big the big extra like sword like a bump out on the top of it, and Bonus is like, yes, and the kid's like, have you killed anybody with it? And Bonus is like, not yet, unfortunately, and the kid's like,
Yes, you have.
oh yeah, no, he did. He killed the hacker one with it. So yeah, he'd be like, yes. And the guy's like, oh, who? And
Unless
like,
he's saying no.
yeah,
and
to
like, no, it's just a display piece.
it's a prop katana in my arm. Don't worry. Now Bonus would
It's
be like,
intimidation purposes only.
yeah. Now Bonus would be like, yeah, I have. And they keep be like, oh, who'd you gank? And Bonus would be like, a
The
stupid
mage.
a stupid hacker.
A mage.
A mage. The white mage. Nobody's messing with the white mage.
You absolutely freezed the white mage.
Yeah. No, so she's he's like, who'd you gank? And Bonus is like, a meddling hacker. And the kid kind of like his eyes kind of go wide, and he kind of leans back a bit, and Bonus is like, nah, don't worry. She was messing with Pharaoh, so couldn't let that stand. And he's like, oh really? He's like, what happened? What, another hacker? You guys have been in some exciting business recently.
Well, where to start? Let's just say she hurt Ankh in both forms and deserved it.
And he's
My
like,
entire home system was shut down,
like,
and
oh.
Ankh's vulnerabilities were seen and exploited. So that won't be happening again anytime soon. I've since beefed up Ankh in some pretty drastic ways, but hey, now he sounds like an actual jackal. So
Bark. Yeah. Ree. and I think the kid kind of like pats Ankh on the head, on the robo head, and he's like, oh, that seems pretty intense. And he turns to Nox, and he's like, I don't think I've met you before. Are you like Bonus's sister or something? And
that I believe.
Bonus just sighs
That I
very
believe.
deeply, just.
I turn and look in Bonus, and I'm like, in arms, yes. By blood, definitely not.
And the kid's like, oh, and he's like, well, cool. Are you like a new person?
Yeah, I was born the other day.
Don't listen to Nox.
And the kid's like, okay.
Don't listen to Nox. She's going through some mild psychosis.
Like, oh, I understand.
Mild? What?
Mild psychosis.
On the
Full dissociation.
my weapon. Psychosis. I'll have you know, I have no psychosis.
No, it's heavy psychosis. Thank you.
Please, I paid to make sure I don't have psychosis. I should know.
Crippling psychosis. Full-blown schizophrenia.
Severe psychosis.
Wait.
Can no longer
telling me
tell what is
Bonus
real
and
and what
Cairo
is
aren't
fake.
real?
Yes, I'm saying that the entirety
This
of
is all
K4 is fake. Yes, you're actually in K5 right now, hallucinating really, really badly.
See, what actually happened is you crashed the SUV during the suit mission.
Yeah,
We're all dead.
We're all dead.
It's not your fault.
It's
not
let
your
it go.
fault, Nox. Let go.
I think like the first time I would have heard it's not my fault, I would have been like, yeah, you right.
You were right. All of a sudden, you just come back and you're like, ah, I see. They're all dead. Well, time for the next group of mercenaries. God, what a plot twist that would be if I pulled like
That's
something
a-
like that. It's all a dream.
That's a hidden past.
Just psyops the
Nox, she's been in
entire
other mercenary
cast.
groups because they're all not Codians.
Yeah, they all
die in
died.
car crashes.
That's how it would have gone. So not too far.
I think myself and Oid would have lived only, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Probably.
well,
And Ankh would have survived, but
Well, car crashes
but
are fatal. I talked about the rules
yeah,
with Dakota
we're
on
talking
crashes
like
are
you
fatal.
crashed into the bottom level of a parking garage here. Like,
yeah, it's pretty
Oh, I don't think that would have killed anyone. I would have just hit a
no,
wall.
I'm
Like-
saying
like
like one of them
full-
columns.
bad. Yeah, like full on, like wrap the car around the column.
Like
Oh.
you were going 60 and you tried to Tokyo drift into a parking spot. Like,
You Paul Walker did it around that column.
It worked out for me, man. I'm still here.
I mean, hey, I
yeah,
might
because
have,
you were in the driver's
and I would have left
seat.
you guys in the smoldering rubble.
yeah.
Well, you're an
Silly
android. You have
meatbags.
no emotion.
Yeah. Foolish meatbag tried to Tokyo drifted too hard.
You have no emotional drive to keep us alive. We just earn you money.
Basically, we're useful because we can punch people and you can't. Not a sword. You don't have a sword. But yeah, so the kid's like, "Wow, that's pretty wacky." And then his sister comes back.
Unraveling this entire psyop in front
Yeah.
of him.
And the sister comes back and she brings you all your drinks. And she's like, usual food for Mr. Bonus and Pharaoh.
Yes, please.
And then she turns to Nox. She's like, and what can I get you, miss?
What shop is this again?
It's a Chinese food place.
It's a Chinese food place that serves actual food.
Fucking. Is it? I had it before. I don't think it was chicken teriyaki, but. Fuck it, dude. Fucking udon, right?
Oh, udon noodles.
That's
Yeah.
what Cairo gets.
So fucking sesame seed chicken.
Okay. Yeah, so you get that, and then she kind of turns to, and then her brother kind of turns around, and is like, "Oh, can I get a?" And then his sister just walks away mid sentence. She's like, "No, I don't serve you," and he's like, well, no
we
harm
don't
in
serve
trying."
your kind here.
Yeah, it's like no harm in trying. She comes back and she gives, she has 2 udon noodles, and then she has Bonus's lo mein, because it's all Bonus eats in Chinese restaurants is lo mein, like me.
You've infected me with this disease as well. I only
I
now
have.
get lo mein.
Cause it's delicious, dude. That's what I'm
It
saying.
is. I got it once with like the little, like chopped up bits of peanut in it. It's really
Oh, I haven't had that before.
good. Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
It's a
so
different twist on plain lo mein.
yeah. So after you guys start eating, a few minutes later, some older, like talking like ancient, Chinese couple, man and a woman, they come out and they're all like, "Oh, hello," and they're all like super sweet old folks, and they're wearing like their like chef's hats and their like aprons and stuff, and they're the actual owners of the building and the restaurant, Mr. and Mrs.
as-
Huang themselves.
As Cairo normally does, he'll stand and bow to them.
They bow back, and Mr. Huang begins talking to Bonus in Mandarin, and Bonus talks back in Mandarin because Bonus speaks
Wow.
Mandarin. Yeah,
Can I understand what they're saying? No.
if you use the text translator, then yes.
Yeah, I'll do that.
He would. So the Huang would say something along the lines of like, "We're very grateful for the service you provided us in helping our family." And Bonus would be like, "It's no problem." Like.
Cairo's gonna add in Mandarin, all in a day's work.
And the Mr.
Yeah,
Huang will look at you and be
translator.
like, "Oh, very very good, a translator, cool." And then Mrs. Huang will like pat your hand and stuff, and she'll thank you as well and stuff, and they'll be like, "Oh, your meals on the house, and then they'll turn to Knox and be like, "Oh." And they turn to Buzz to be like, "Is this your girlfriend's Bonus?" And he'll be like, "Oh God."
Yes, 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 it
I
is.
think I need to understand Mandarin to get the feeling. I know that aura. Every time he gets asked a question.
Does bonus curse hit Nox in Mandarin?
No, I think he just kind of turns to the Huangs and he's in Mandarin. He's like, very politely. It's like, no, she's a new friend of
Coworker.
ours. Yeah, a new team member, new coworker. And they're like, oh, okay. And then they, introduce themselves and stuff. And then they're like, okay, we gotta go back to the kitchen to keep cooking up food. So then they go back to the kitchen.
Tara's gonna leave his usual tip.
Alrighty. So yes, you eat your meal. It is very delicious, as always. Probably one of the better
1,000
meals you've
calories.
ever had, Docs, because it's like actual, real food.
I don't know. She was on tour with Outcast for a bit there.
Yeah, but that's
Whoa,
tour bus
whoa.
food.
We're comparing
That is true.
Chinese
That's like
food.
Hot Pockets and
Yeah.
Bro,
Hamburger
but
helper.
like
Pockets
Hot
are
Pockets and chicken
nice.
tendies.
Yeah. Outcast only eats dinosaur chicken nuggets. All right, it's canon.
I should know that.
Sounds about right.
Every morning and every night.
Dino
chicken
nuggies.
Dino nuggets.
Yep.
And in the
Dino
middle of
nuggets
that,
and Jimmy Dean breakfast sandwiches.
Yeah.
and in the middle of the day, hot pockets and pizza rolls.
But yeah.
It's
So.
a quick between show snack.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. So you guys do that, and we'll swap back over to Mr. Oid. What do you want to do?
I think I'm gonna get 3 for the bean.
A level 3 con for the bean?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that would be, what, 7,500 colors? I think.
Something along those lines.
Okay, so yeah, it's down to... Ooh.
I might actually spend money on my Tifa.
What?
My gun.
Oh. Okay, so yes, I'll write that down. You have, so you're for the bean, a level 3.
Oh yeah,
con.
don't you need to get his AK remade?
He had an
I
AK.
thought he was gonna.
He's
just
using the dream
get
rifle
the
with
weapon attachment.
yeah, he has the grenade launcher for the.
Okay.
And I think something Wong's con is level 5, right? Or level 4? I forget.
Yeah.
Level 5. Yeah. Oh yeah, level 5. Yeah. And then you want the bean. So that's level 3 con.
For Oid, wouldn't he only spend up to level 5 because he has no
Yeah.
biometrics?
Yeah, he has a biometrics, so we could just, anything would work for him because he can fake it. Okay, so yeah, so that by the time the Johnson next talks to you guys, that'll be done, because it could be like at least 4 days, so that'll be finished. Anything else, Mr. Oid, that you wish to purchase?
Nah.
Alrighty. Nox, you mentioned something.
Yeah, I wanted to know if I can get like anything on my wonderful the handgun.
Modifications?
Yeah,
Let's see. So currently you have
I have fingerprint and big gun. And
yeah, fingerprint and big gun.
I was looking at silence.
That I don't think would be an option for the Deagle because it's a Deagle. So yeah, that would be an option. You could suppress it, but that's like a cardinal sin to suppress it as a Deagle.
It is a cardinal sin, but damn, does it work in Modern Warfare?
Or you could get like homing rounds if you wanted to spend big bucks, but
Well, I won't lie though. I kind of was looking at where is it? I think it might have been the friction-inducive ammunition.
yeah, the more distance traveled. Yeah.
But I was wondering how that works with the blade. Is it like you get a 5 and then everything above adds it?
So
Like if I were to get
yeah, so it's
7?
every number above matching the roll. So like, well yeah, oh yeah, that was back for when yeah, so roll a strength check on a melee weapon, and so for your strength is like 7, I think, right? Or 8. So if you rolled, say, a 5, then your attack would do, because it's 3 above, 1.5 to 2.5 times damage.
Every time like I succeed, or
Yeah, so the strength check is just, it's kind of weird. I do want to change that because it's kind of like odd. So I think I'll
I'll
have
wait
to rework
until
that.
you modify that.
Yeah.
I might do the friction inducive ammunition, just blow the money I just got.
All right, if that's what you wanna do,
I might.
or you
But
could
I was
buy some like bionic implants, or you could spend money on upgrading the car you guys bought together.
I was thinking about doing that. I was thinking about spending 2,000 to get bulletproof tires.
Alrighty, I forget who has the car. I think it's Cairo has the car. No.
We left the car in, I believe, the chop shop.
Yeah.
Either that or the
Oh, yeah.
the dealer.
Yes, I'm just trying to see who. I don't think I have a character sheet for the car yet, because I deleted the one that was on Nox's. So I'll put under. Yeah, I'll just put it back under Nox's because Kyle's the car guy. So, I don't know, I think, wow, I definitely have it. Because I remember writing it down as the crime car. I just forget where I put the crime car. Where is the crime car? Crime car. That's not called. Here we go. Okay, so it is under Cairo stuff. All right. I'm going to move it to the bottom like I should have put it. So that way I don't lose it again. All right.
Oh,
Yes, the crime car. So you wanted to get bulletproof tires for it?
how much would a window tint and a reinforcement on those windows be?
So armored windows. There's 2 levels of window armor. There's armored and there's bullet resistant.
What's the difference?
Armored windows have a
Health.
yeah, they have 400 health instead of only 100, whereas bullet resistant, they basically take like half damage from like weapons.
Everything it looks like. Even rail guns.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Well, it doesn't do like basically it's bullet resistant windows are like, unless you're firing a 50 caliber or a railgun at it, it's not going to do anything, which is pretty good.
That's 20K.
Okay.
By the
Yeah,
way.
it's very expensive because it's literally like that's like the 3-inch thick plexiglass reinforced, Kevlar lined armored windows.
All right. I'll put in for a tint for right now.
Tint.
Tint them windows.
All right.
I don't know if we even have tint, if I'm being honest on this.
I think you
looking
I think
at
you
it before.
came standard with the tint, didn't it?
Well,
Like, you
we're gonna
wanted
go
that?
darker.
Oh, you want like pitch black?
We're going police tints.
Yeah.
You mean illegal on a civilian car tint?
But this is K4. That doesn't matter here.
I mean, it does, but not as much. Where is the armored tires?
Like,
Here we go, armored
like a
tires.
cop's not gonna pull us over because we've got super dark tints.
I don't know, but if they check the license plate and it has no car.
But like, it would come back. Who officially made the purchase?
We all did. We all pitched in for
We
it.
all did.
But like, who was the one that gave the person the money?
You, I would assume,
don't know, we
because it's
never
your
agreed
your
on
contact, isn't it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's your contact.
I
Is
mean,
it?
if you
Wait.
want to be owner of the car, that's cool. Or are we gonna just have the insurance in the glove compartment?
Yeah, you could. They could do that.
Well, yeah.
That's a thing.
If we all chipped in for the car, then we all chipped in for the insurance.
Guess so.
Assumably, unless it's like $80 a month, in which case, like, yeah.
Well, yeah, that would be factored into you guys' like weekly rent. That's not like
Exactly.
accounted for. It's not
But
negligible.
it would be like
bonus.
it would be smaller increments,
Hold on.
all adding up to
We
a higher
have
monthly, right?
insurance on the crime car.
If you guys want insurance on the
Yes.
crime car,
That would be smart.
But what if we have to ditch the crime car like we did the van?
I mean, yeah. So yeah, keep in mind
It
it is
does
not
not,
registered, so
That's what I mean. Like, there's no license and registration with this shit. If we get pulled over, they're gonna be like,
like
This
you have
car doesn't
insurance, but
exist.
no, this guy doesn't exist in our database. Sir, are you driving an illegal
Well,
car? We'll be like, yes, it's called the crime car.
Should we get it registered?
all I'm saying is,
Well, the point was that it's
Okay.
not registered, so that you guys
Yeah.
can commit crimes without being chased
I mean,
and
that's
hunted down.
true. That's
it's supposed
true.
to be an illegal car for a reason. That's what I'm saying.
All right, fine then.
Yeah.
Fine
Yeah.
then.
Plus, I ain't spending money on insurance for this.
Unless you get it registered to one of the
The fake IDs.
big IDs.
I hope you realize the other thing was with this is if we're rolling with plates, we change the plates every time.
Yeah.
That could be a very smart idea. Yes. That'd be like what, $250? Get the plates changed.
I saw the thing. It was
yeah,
a
it's-
cost every time you.
Yeah. It's at the bottom. Revolving. So the revolving license plates is like an actual like revolving mechanism in the car that like has multiple alternate plates and it rotates through them all. The programmable one is a photoreal LCD screen that you can like actually like type into the console in the car and program the license plate. That's $10,000 and it's super illegal. Same with the revolving license plates. Replacing them is like $250 a time
Okay.
to buy like the fake registered plates.
Yeah, so
Okay.
if you want like to spend between 4,000 or 10,000, because you have 4,000 is the cheapest for the revolving license plates, and 750 is the highest, like 7,500. I'm gonna spend 2,000 on the tires. Like,
Yes.
you can take that out of my pay.
Yes, I already did. And it's already noted it down on the crime car.
Crime car.
Crime car. Crime car. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Hell yeah. And then back to weapon modification. Oh, can I get... I didn't buy the friction-inducing ammunition, right?
No.
Okay. Now, what about the big sword modification, though?
The big sword. You could get big sword if you wanted to. Usually that's for like two-handed stuff, but big sword. But you're a coding, so it doesn't really make a difference for you. So yeah, you can get that if you want.
Just get a buster. Just get a buster sword.
Yeah, I'll get that for my katana. Just make it
Cool.
even more overpowered with my coding strength.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Let's see, I spend 7,000 of that pay.
So what's that?
So good.
That big sword is 5,000. Okay, let me note that money down.
Swords 5.
54,000 colors left for you.
Yeah. Oh, so I saw you didn't write anything for it, but I was wondering what your idea was for like weaponized sheath.
Oh, so the idea with that is that in like movies and stuff where like somebody will have like will use their sheath as like a baton.
Yeah.
It's just like a reinforced sheath you can use as a secondary weapon. You would need to know how to dual wield to use it effectively, but it's an option if you felt like doing that.
Does that get
Oh, oh,
is that
oh.
like requiring the modification of being able to hold like two things at once, or is that just training?
Well, it's either training or you can get parallel processing chip, which is what bonus has.
By the way, the upgrades that I did to Ankh, does that upgrade his tech DC?
No.
Well, because it wasn't just his
It was the
personality chip that I
processor and
added.
the processor and the personality chip.
With the GPU and the processor.
Yeah. There we go. Alright, so I've added the big sword. I will work on Unk's thing, which is over here. Let's see. Robo Dog.
That'd be really fucking scary to get.
Keep
I
touching
kind of want to get it.
Get what?
So on the kick, on the kick, we call it kick. The HCHC, you know. Can I get breacher on that?
Oh, for your gun?
Yeah.
Breach? Yeah, sure. I should probably make that more expensive, but I'll do that at a different time. Yeah, because
Yeah,
breach
Breach
was
is like one of the most overpowered gun mechanics ever.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to rebalance that. I think what I'm gonna make it do is I'll let it'll let you avoid or ignore armor up to a certain number. So probably like 3 or 4 and below. So that it's
Yeah, I
not
think that's
don't get
pretty
overpowered,
reasonable.
and then it'll probably increase the
But
price.
that's
To,
for a later time. That's for a later time.
Because right now, actually, does my gun even ignore armor anything right now? I know.
I think
actually, wait,
Deagles
I don't
do,
think I
yeah.
need breacher for
yeah, because it already ignores.
ignores armor stat of 3 or lower.
Yeah.
Never mind. With the new balance change, that no longer needs to be applied.
Yep.
About to buy breach. It's like, by the way, we changed how this works. It's like, what do you mean? It no longer penetrates through, the giant mechs anymore. Huh?
We've updated our terms of service.
In terms of service. You could get a backpack mag for your deagle and just have a belt fed Desert Eagle. How about that? You can be super cursed.
Put us in
Just
pressure.
rapid firing 50, 80 rounds.
Well, it's a backpack full of ammunition with a belt that runs into the mag well of the deagle, so you can just fire without reloading.
Now imagine putting a foregrip on that, extending the barrel out, and
Good.
making it into an SMG.
Actually, yeah, I think you should add some of those modifications, like foregrip and barrel extension.
Barrel
Oh, like
extension,
foregrip barrel extensions.
rapid
Yeah,
fire.
I was going to add barrel extensions because of the new like range mechanic. So I'm gonna add like that stuff. I'm gonna add sights, like different sight classes. So that'll be coming in.
I want
in
to
future
point
days.
out the only gun that Cairo owns right now that has a sight is the sniper rifle.
Yeah, it's the thermal sighted anti-material rifle. Like,
Exactly.
pretty much.
Exactly.
I'm gonna put a thermal sight on the G1.
Jesus, that's cursed.
A sniper rifle thermal sight at like 18.
Yeah, like
magnification.
18
Dakota,
times.
that sounds
scope.
like one of your Deagle variants.
It does, yeah. God. But yeah. Does anybody want to buy anything? I'm gonna see what bonus wants to buy. How much money do I have?
Dude, I'll spend 15k on friction inducive ammunition.
You're gonna buy friction inductive ammo.
I know what Cairo has to buy before the next job. He needs to buy more smoke rounds.
So I spent.
You can do that if you want.
I could probably stand to replenish my frags for the underbarrel launcher.
I spent
Okay.
22k.
I mean, you mean beans.
Of course.
Beans. Grenades that look like beans.
Yes. So that'll be like 100. That'll probably be like 1,000 collars for that. No big deal.
I don't think I need to replenish my ammo. I don't think so.
Yeah, because I haven't actually fired that many shots, to be perfectly honest. Oh, it has.
We don't
'cause
fire
he's-
our guns
yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
For being mercenaries, we don't fire our guns a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're not stupid.
No, we come up with more creative ways to kill people.
Yes.
Next, we need to throw someone off the building.
Well, I've already done that. I crossed that off my list.
Yeah.
Honestly, I cannot wait till we get to a mission where I get to use my like anti-cyberware poison. That's gonna be real fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be wacky.
Guys, someone just went chrome crazy. Wait over here. Chunk. Not anymore.
Yeah, that's
They're dead
the what one is that? Yeah, that's the Xeno one. Yeah, where it forces the targets to reject augments. It does like 3D with 100 damage for 1d4 turns in combat and minutes out of combat, which is just a death sentence out of combat, basically. God. But yeah, okay. So that's everybody.
I don't think I have nerve linkages.
You do not know.
Yeah, I need that enabled to work the optic interface.
Yeah, with guns, yeah.
Actually, would that even work? Is that like a replacement if you don't get the targeting suite?
Yeah, it's kind of like a different version of. Well, it's like a better version of targeting suite because it's linked right like between the gun sight and your eyeball.
Hmm.
So it's like an upgraded version of targeting suite. Hence why it's more expensive and requires an additional thing.
And how does the IR spectrum laser work? Because if
So that's only that can only be used if you have either night vision, because night vision picks up that stuff, or like infrared vision, basically.
So basically, night vision and thermal.
Yeah, so it helps. It gives you a +1 to shooting if you have those vision types. But the kind of better like the real benefit of it is that unlike normal laser sights, nobody like people can't generally just like see an IR sight unless they have thermal or night vision.
can I imagine try using that during the day?
Yeah, night vision is that don't try that during the day. You'll blind yourself. Oh, should I get chameleon skin for bonus to make him a ninja?
Oh my god.
That'd be pretty funny.
Yeah,
Make him invisible.
absolutely.
No.
Does that cost though?
Chameleon skin, 25,000. So 50,000 for you essentially, or 35,000 if you're gonna go with the other route.
Don't give me ideas, bro. Nox going invisible?
I mean, you can attack while invisible, but you can stealthy sneak.
Myself.
Yeah.
You can get modifications that allow that.
You know what? I'm gonna give bonus a subvocal communicator because I think it's time he's seen Nox use hers to great efficiency. So
We all just get sub.
Oh, now they can, whisper to each other sweet nothings, and no one else will have to hear. How romantic.
yes, now we can flirt over radio without anybody else cramping bonuses style.
How much is some vocal?
1,000, I think. Yes, 1,000.
You son of a bitch! Count me in.
Now we can group flirt session, guys. is that what I'm hearing?
Oh yeah. Ah, sick! I have thermal vision. I can theoretically get that IR laser, except I can only use it.
You're the only one that can see it.
Yes.
Yep.
Guys, yeah, look at my laser's pointing, and we're like, Nox?
Right.
Right.
Of course it is.
You want your phone?
Alrighty. So now 3 out of the 4 of us have subvocal communicators, so we can all whisper sweet nothings all day and night. And I think that is the end of the purchasing section.
Yeah.
Nice.
Alrighty, so 4 days go by. Xavier,
work
Oid's next con for Mr. Bean comes in the mail. Not really, but
Did mention
Yeah.
those 4 free days work
You're
and
working.
money.
Okay.
Trying to get back the losses I spent 22K.
So 3 days. I think I forget how I had it set up for last time.
Cairo would be beefing different things up and working on buffing out some of those
Oh, yes,
claws.
what I wanted to do. So Unk's intelligence is 3. Yes, that's what it should be. You also, I'll give him a boost of charisma because he now has doggy talk.
Nice.
A robot dog going up to you. It's like, oh, so cute. Pulls out
Wouldn't
a
that
gun.
also up
Bark.
his? I was gonna say, wouldn't like the processor upgrade his intelligence?
Well, yeah, his 3 intelligence of 3 is like retarded sentience basically. So he is like.
Okay, so he
Siri.
can discern basic situations.
Yes, he's like Siri now.
Like
basically.
he knows who's good
Yeah.
and he knows who's not.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he's like a dog.
Yeah, he can differentiate
like a dog
friend
now.
from foe. Yeah.
Okay.
He knows
Okay,
who
cool.
to shoot now.
Yes, without being told. Yeah, he knows that he knows that his owner is not someone to be shot.
Yeah, nice. His friends, not so much.
Yeah. Okay.
He's
Cool.
like Chappie. Slowly but surely, he's gaining sentience.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. So, those 4 days later, the good old Hermes Johnson contacts you all, and he tells you to meet him back at the Ministry, the fancy Victorian-styled orchestral club and restaurant you guys went to last time.
Nice. All right, yeah. Let's go.
All right. So you all get dressed up in your nice, formal clothes, and you return to the Ministry. Once again, you are yes, you all arrive similar to last time. There's the receptionist who kind of directs you guys to your usual seat you guys took last time, where the Hermes Johnson is once again lounging in the kind of U-shaped booths. And he's like, if it isn't my favorite folks, how are ya? Been a nice few days. Been buying a lot of stuff, I'm sure.
Honk just yips in his general direction.
He's like, a screaming jackal robot dog. Cool.
That's one way to put it.
He's like, well, please take a seat. Once again, the meal's on me.
Cairo is going to be ordering Wagyu beef.
Okay. You order super expensive beef. Bonus will order like a nice T-bone, I think.
Aged for 150 years.
Jesus. And I think Hermes Johnson, he's going to order a seafood tower.
Seafood tower?
Yep.
Is this like the meat mountain at Arby's?
Yes, but it's a giant tower of crab legs, lobster, shrimp, mussels,
Oysters.
scallops. Yeah, oysters. The whole kit.
It's an aphrodisiac, Knox. You better watch out.
Oh no, the horny Hermes Johnson. A force to be reckoned with, I'm sure. But yeah, so he you all get your food, and he's like, after the great success of your last mission, I have been past few days interrogating Mr. Potts, Ms. Richards, and Mr. Chad Bradley. And, well, first of all, I should address that you were correct. Jeremy did not, in fact, work for Premier Wiring. He actually worked for Xenocorp as a corporate spy.
Huh.
So I handed him over to the appropriate authorities within Hermes, and he's dead. So we don't have to worry
Good
about
to
that
know.
anymore. He's like, but you folks did stop a data leak within Hermes, so we get that to thank you for. But in other news, he's like, I have of course obtained via enhanced interrogation tactics enough evidence to damn my boss, Mr. Whitford, and kind of connect him to the hiring of illegal mercenaries to involve themselves in interdepartmental conflict. So, I took that information, of course, to the higher ups in Hermes, and they've instructed me to hire you guys specifically to kill him, because it's against company policy to kill our own members.
That's ominous.
Hold on. We're getting paid to break code legally?
He's like, oh yes, like you're being sanctioned, not by me this time, by the actual full corporation of Hermes.
So we can just walk into your building, shoot this guy, and then walk out?
I don't think it will be that simple.
It's like, yes,
think
it's
we
not going to
could
be
give
that
us
simple,
the
but
AO.
if it was that easy, then yes. Unfortunately, due to legal mishaps and contractual obligations,
We need to make it look like an accident.
no, you don't. But the real kind of difficulty is that Hermes cannot directly be involved in Mr. Whitford's death, which also means that we can't do much to help you guys, like shutting down his security or something. But we can give you information, and truly, knowing is half the battle.
That is fair. First question, where does he live?
He has a manor house in the sort of wealthy district of the city, in the corporate district. I can get you access to the building. If that's in the core
That would
sector,
help,
that's what
yeah.
you need.
Does he have family? Does he
No.
have family?
He has like he has three divorced wives, but none of them live with him.
And they probably don't care for him, so.
No. He does have a substantial repertoire of maids and butlers and servants, but those they are all personal too. So Hermes doesn't have any influence over them, or else we would have fired them already.
Okay.
I should note that we do believe that in the coming week or so, Mr. Whitford knows that, obviously. He's aware that we have kidnapped and killed his spies. So we believe that he's planning on fleeing the country. Not the country, but fleeing the city in about a week. And as such, he has not come into work the past few days. And presumably has stayed locked in his mansion. We know he hasn't left the city because his plane ticket isn't scheduled yet. Because obviously Hermes can still see their employees' financial transactions. So, he's still here. We just don't know, what he's doing.
Hear me out. It's kind of crazy. But we hire Harris, quote unquote, to blow up his plane.
You want to hire terrorists?
You want to hire people for something that I could easily do.
You want to reach out to good old Al Qaeda and be like, yes, could you bomb this one plane in particular? And they'll be like, sure, of course, anything for you, Knox, and then I'll just go and do it.
My good old Al Qaeda contact.
Good old Middle Eastern terrorist contacts.
I was thinking about if he made it to the plane, but I'd rather not.
Judge Johnson's
We're
like,
not
yes,
going
that's
to let
definitely,
him make it to the plane. That's the gimmick here.
We should be flight attendants on the plane and kill him there.
Want some peanuts? And it's just a Glock. Blam!
Your peanuts, sir. Bam.
This is a first class
Bam!
service.
High velocity peanut delivery.
First class service.
And it's like, oh, he's like speaking before I we got a hand with the planning and the talking and the whatnot, and we should discuss your reward for this important service to the global shipping conglomerate, Hermes International. Your reward per person will be $50,000. And in addition, now I get to bring in as a personal gift, because you guys, not only are you helping out Hermes, the payments from Hermes, not me, by the way, which is why I'm offering it to you up front. They're paying you the cash. My gift, as a reward for greasing the wheels of my success in this ruthless corporate environment, is
Corporate espionage.
yeah, is in this helping interdepartmental conflict. I am going to give you all first class tickets aboard a transatlantic cruise set to leave Ryanstown in 3 or 4 days, where it will take you on a weeks-long journey across the Atlantic from Ryanstown to Normandy, France, at which point my personal private jet will fly you from Normandy to Berlin.
Oh. Wow. Whew.
We do get a paid back, right?
Well, yes, you still get $50,000 from the company, but I'm giving you this cruise personally.
Like the trip does take us back, right?
Oh, sure.
No.
I mean, the cruise will.
Well,
You get a plane ride.
I mean, at that point, we can probably afford basic plane tickets from Berlin.
Yeah, but do I want to spend money on a plane ticket?
Do you want to?
Do you want to be stuck in Berlin? Yeah, do you?
Is this a one-way ticket?
Well, I guess.
Well,
I guess
we're getting the ride there. Let's not get over
the cruise would come back. The cruise would go to Normandy, stay there for like a week, and then make a week trip back.
But I'm not staying in Normandy. I don't want to see the beaches.
Yes. But so Hermes Johnson saying either you can take the trip there, could fly from Normandy to Berlin, spend a week, then fly from Berlin back to Normandy, get back on the cruise and come home, or you could take the cruise there, go to Berlin, stay in Berlin for however long you want, and then buy your own plane ticket back.
Exactly. That's Cairo's plan.
I'd rather just take the cruise back.
That's on you then.
Like, well, you find folks and have the
We'll
time
figure
to
it out.
work that out on your own. Yeah. Like, but I'm just
Get, like,
giving
2
you
days
your
in
first class
Berlin.
tickets.
But okay, and 50,000 calories.
15, not 50.
Well-
You crack addict.
Oh, 15? I thought
Yes.
you said 50.
No, not 50, 15.
That's what I thought he said at first.
No, 15. 15000.
Well,
Okay,
it
see,
would
this is
seem
a
like an
high
offer
priority
we.
target.
It would seem like this is an offer we can't refuse, fellas.
That's like, well, not really. No.
Well, I mean, like, you've sweetened the deal so much for us. Like, why would we back out? But like, hey,
Well, yes, that's I reward my loyal employees.
Just remember us when you're famous.
I already
Oh,
am famous.
speaking of
exactly.
loyal employees,
Hmm.
I have something to discuss with you after the job. Like, not right now, you know? And I flash from, my award-winning smile.
And he's like,
In creepy android form, by the way, not disguised.
oh, in your actual robot form? He just to be
Boyd
like,
is starting to worry me.
just to be like,
What? Why? What the hell did I
sure?
do to you? I don't know.
You're starting to make a lot of deals in the background here.
A lot of deals with
What? This is
different
literally
devils.
what?
Well, you have the Malfu clan, which is a definite
You're
deal with the
dealing
devil.
Malfu
Okay, this is
clan.
2.
You're dealing drugs now.
You have 2 patrons, all right. You can't be a multi-class warlock, all right. That's not how that works.
You can't be a multifaceted person. We're
What do you
basic
mean?
characters.
We're one-dimensional. Get back in your one-dimensional box, Oid.
Look,
All right.
man,
Hey, you guys might be,
up in the world.
simple flesh machines, but I am a quantum computer, alright? I am everything and nothing all at the same time.
Exactly. Yeah, so Jerry Johnson would be like,
But anyway.
sure, we can talk afterwards. Not sus at all, okay?
What? What the fuck do I care about Sophie? We've like murked people for this guy, haven't we?
We're about to
Yeah.
murk another.
Yes, you are. You're watching.
This man's about to get crumped.
You haven't killed anyone directly for him, but you've got people killed on his behalf.
Oh yeah. Oh, man.
And now you're actually going to murder someone for him.
I've got a question for the Hermes Johnson.
Ask away.
Would the use of thermite and slight property damage be frowned upon?
Well, ideally, Mr. Whitford's property will be inherited by me, assuming I get the promotion. So, yeah, don't blow the building up.
But I was gonna say, but think about it. You know, you've got this house, and do you really want a reminder to the man that used to live there, or do you want to start fresh?
I cut off. Tyler, like, are you crazy? This guy, and I point to Johnson, would definitely like that. He'd be like, "Ha, I own your house now, bitch."
Can't.
Johnson leans over the table and he's like, "Mr. Farrow, you are aware that I murdered half a dozen teenagers because they trashed my car?"
I'm aware. I'm very aware. But I'm saying I've got this surplus of plastic explosives that I have nothing to do with.
Trying to find an excuse to use it so he doesn't say he wasted money.
Exactly.
You're like, well,
It's a hidden problem.
like
He has
I
a-
can understand if you need to disable his automated security systems, but don't blow up the actual house. That place is worth several million collars, and I'd like to keep my wallet not burned.
I will see what I can do. What are we dealing with in terms of security, by the way, on the topic?
It's like Mr. Whitford maintains a substantial automated security presence, but very minimal in terms of personnel security. His compound is walled, surrounded by an electrified fence. There are security cameras on that face the outside of the property. There are cameras that face the inside of the property, and there are automated gun emplacements around the walls.
Interesting. Now,
Just hack it and have it kill him.
now, let's say someone were to try to gain access from the outside. What level of cybersecurity are we dealing with here?
Pretty good. He is a corporate manager, so pretty high level.
Okay. Now, let's say someone were to look into your company's coding for said, or your protocols for said gun emplacements. Would one be able to procure those?
And you're like, I can give you the blueprints for the security systems. Yes, they
You
are
got yourself a
Hermes
deal.
produced.
Now we're cooking with gas, gentlemen.
Cool.
Sounds good. We've got the address. Will we have access to the higher up area of Ryanstown?
You're like, yes. You, so long as you enter through the Hermes specific entrance, you should have no problems. And don't worry about those security checks either. They won't bother with that.
Very nice.
You're like, any further questions before I dig into my seafood tower?
I can't think of anything.
How armed is he?
He's like, yeah, as he's kind of like eating a crab leg, he's like, very, very wise inquiry, my beautiful friend. Mr. Whitford has no conventional weaponry, to be sure, but he does have that cane of his, which is, of course, a cane sword, and a miniaturized laser.
Well, I mean, if we're taking him out at a distance, that's not really. not really a concern.
Yes, Mr. Whitford is in his late 60s, not very physically imposing, sword or not.
But,
Okay,
bro,
okay.
now you're
One
making
DARPA
me
round.
have a
One
sword
DARPA
duel
round
with
could
the
easily
man.
solve this problem.
What was that, Knox?
But like, now he's got a cane sword, and I got a sword duel. I mean, I could probably take his sword if it's not Tanzanite too, but like, still.
Yeah, probably. A steel blade would not stand up to a Titanite katana.
That's
Held
just
from
so
anybody, let
cool.
alone a Kodian.
Take him to a duel, and then he'll try to laser eye me, and I poke his eye out.
Well, no, the laser is in the cane.
Oh,
Oh, oh,
shit.
oh.
Different story.
Yes.
All right.
A laser cane.
What's
No,
he
no,
gonna
no, no,
do?
no, 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 no.
What's-
The sword isn't a laser. The laser and the cane sword are different weapons in the same item. Okay.
I get that.
What's he gonna do? Point the laser at you? You know, put a laser pointer on your chest? No.
Blow my
We
heart
don't need to worry about this elderly man.
I have a strong
Easiest
feeling.
target ever.
Sure, I guess. I don't know.
All right.
I'll think of ways to kill him. We have what, a week?
And he's like, well, ideally, it should be done as fast as possible before he thinks of any fun ways to flee. But the one last thing, I hope this doesn't pose too much of a threat. But when you do the deed, I suggest you leave quickly. He does have a dead man's chip in his brain.
Oh.
Wait, for LSSI?
Yes.
Oh, fuck me.
Oh. Is the area around his house wooded?
No. It is still. It's basically. He lives in a private, estate arcology for Hermes in the corporate sector. So it's a big, massive domed part of the corporate sector with a bunch of mansions in it. And he has a pretty big mansion because he is this part of the city's manager for all of Hermes.
Ooh, right. Okay. Okay. Alright, I can kind of piece this together. Okay.
Hence
Wait.
the dead man's chip because he is quite an important person.
Okay, my
I
next
can work with this.
question is-
And he's like, oh, but I should, about the dead man's switch, one final thing. If you do get into a spot of trouble with it and feel that you won't be able to get out in time, I can see what I can do to run interference on his LSSI subscription at the last minute.
Okay.
I
I
can't
have a
guarantee that
question.
it'll work, but I can try to work my magic if
I did
worst
have
comes
a
to worst.
question about that, actually.
Sure.
And
That's
I guess this is more like in general, or if he would know, or if Kyle would know, or just out of character. Is
No.
there any way to hack that chip?
Not without opening their brain.
Triggering it.
Yeah,
Now
trigger. Yeah,
that's
if you
triggering it.
triggered it and then you could intercept the signal in time, then maybe you could, or you had to open up their brain and kill him anyway.
Yeah. Like
There's
you would
no way
need
for
you would
me-
need a spike that could, you know,
Yeah,
There's no way for
jack
me to
into
hack the
them.
chip?
maybe a laser cutter could do it. If it's a robotic, super precise medical robot could do it, but probably about it.
I'm sure there's a procedure to get it out, and I'm sure that none of our characters are intelligent enough to do said procedure.
Or a very,
Yeah.
very precisely placed
Unless we
EMP
have-
could probably temporarily short circuit it.
Oh, we should invest in that. Just like a one, no, two EMP grenades. Don't you have that actually?
Yeah, but they
I
would it would
have
have to be
EMP rounds.
it would have to be a very specific placement and frequency of EMP to get through because
Well,
the
I mean,
human
like-
brain puts out electric fields, so it would have to be strong enough and specific enough to get through the human mind's field into
I mean, like
the
if,
chip.
if I shoot him in the back with an EMP round from my shotgun, it's not gonna really matter.
Well, yes, if you shoot with an EMP round, the EMP round will just be a post-mortem injury for the coroner to examine.
All I'm
Oh
saying.
well, yeah, but it would also fry the chip, no?
No, it would
Probably
you'd be
not.
dead.
I mean, those chips are made for the fact that like if you die, you die. You know.
Yes, they're built for durability. So if you know, you would know that obliterating their skull, like blowing their head off with the antimaterial rifle, that would destroy the chip, and it would still go off, but it wouldn't register any biometrics data. It would just say, chip destroyed, activating security team. You know,
What's usually the response time on that?
Very fast.
usually 2 to 3 minutes.
Okay. All right.
Less if you're near an LSSI branch, which the corporate sector is.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Oh, so we're talking like minute and a half.
Yeah.
Theoretically, yeah. That's why
maybe less if they're
very
already on a
slow.
call, but yeah, probably like a minute.
It
Pretty
is
quick.
Very
Okay.
scary, bro. I have a client for that. That's why I know somewhat about it.
Okay.
But
Yep.
I think we disable his security and what's the word? Manage to subdue him, but not knock him unconscious. We blow up his body.
Blowing him up.
Well,
That-
we've gotta think logically about this. If we can move him outside of the the rich sector, and kill him in the slums, then
We just have more time to
technically,
escape. That's it.
exactly. But that's the point.
Yeah, you
Yeah, but my
bring them
point
far
is-
away so they don't get there fast enough to catch you.
Yeah,
Exactly.
but my other point is this, right? If we capture him, tie him up, and rig an explosive, we don't have to be there.
I mean, that's
True.
true.
And and when I mean explosive, I mean like not enough to do property damage, but enough to just like destroy the body. 'Cause I don't think LSSI can bring back red paste.
No, nobody
mean,
can bring back
that's-
red paste.
That's true. But like I said, if we do all of this, think about it, then the residence is already vacated, so there's no mess to clean up.
Alright, let's not think about mess. I'm thinking about my escape.
Like,
I don't care.
like the Johnson's going to be planning on moving right in here, and we're
That's
getting a
my
bunch of
problem now.
benefits from this job.
I don't
So
think
we can take him to the dead zone, kill him there, delaying the response of the task force.
You bring him to the dead zone would definitely slow them down because the dead zone is a war zone, basically.
Exactly. And no one's gonna think twice about a black SUV entering the dead zone.
Well, it does depend on the dead zone you bring him to. Hold on, let me see.
Because there are no rich people in the dead zone.
I guess.
There are a couple of like gangland dead zones near the corporate sector that you could use.
See? So,
Terrible idea.
oh boy,
A very terrible idea.
oh boy.
What's a gang you hate?
We're gonna frame them.
No.
Wait.
I mean, it could end
well-
up like that, but no.
Well, Cairo and Bonus hate the Maofu clan.
Okay, besides the Mafu clan.
Crimson Crescent, right?
Oid is working for the Mafu, not Crimson, right?
Yes.
In a
Okay.
sense. In a sense. Just saying, if we get this off without getting caught, we kill him, ditch the we ditch the body, ditch him somewhere near the Maofu clan, kill him, drive away, and then the Maofu clan has to deal with LSSI.
You mean Crimson Crescent?
Yeah, the Crimson Crescent. I'm so sorry. It could work like that, or the Crimson Crescent are like, what the fuck is this dead body doing here? And then LSSI shows up, no one has to get shot, and we're fine.
Yeah, the Crescent are a little bit more civilized. They probably wouldn't just gun down LSSI agents for no reason, mostly because they know that LSSI means serious business, and their SWAT team
But
members
the
are like,
LSSI would gun them down.
if
No,
they
I
put
don't
up a
think
threat, if they were just like,
Yeah.
we don't know what's happened, then they wouldn't mind. But if the Crescent, like the Crescent, wouldn't be aggressive towards the LSSI and vice versa, unless one of them posed a threat, which
Proven
they
if they
wouldn't.
were.
Yeah, like, and if you were to hand him over to like, I don't know, some random tweaker meth house crackdown in the middle of nowhere, then yeah, the SSI would see them as a threat and would gun them all down. But
Yeah.
the Crescent are like the Italian mob. They're far more civilized than your usual like random street gang.
Hmm.
Yeah, man, I don't want to turn them over to the Cornice. I don't even think we know about the Cornice, but still.
No, you guys don't know what about the Cornists or the Colonels yet. Actually, not met them.
Sweet friends.
And there's just a lot of things we can do with his body. But the first thing we should probably we'll work with ideas. But I'm still saying that we just blow him up right there, like on his lawn or something. Yeah.
So what's the plan then?
Well, I think the plan so far, in my eyes, is hack security, and then go in there, either kill him right there, somehow capture him without knocking him unconscious, or shoot him from afar. How likely is it? I should have. Oh, I kind of want to be cursed. Because I just thought of a new idea, right? So we hack the security's down. Bonus is on his hover bike. I have my deagle because I don't think it can handle a shot from the material rifle. And I shoot him from afar. So, like, window cap him, you know what I'm saying?
Are you saying just like a drive-by?
In a sense, yeah. Like, you know what we did to rescue the girl?
Mm-hmm. Oh, with
Just
the
imagine,
yeah.
just imagine that, except we're shooting the girl.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that's up
I
to
don't
you
know.
guys.
There's a lot of
I
ways
don't.
to go with this. I'm just wondering what the problem will be with the dead zone. Because if he somehow finds a way to trigger off the LSSI chip before we get there, we'll just have to like ditch the body and run, which I guess isn't a problem. But then there will be witnesses of a body being dropped out of a car. I think we can come back to this. I need to think. We have.
Okay.
I'll give us like 4 days. Because a week is 7, but I'll give us 4. That's my timeline.
Does Mr. Oid have any input he wishes to give?
I mean, I think the plans we listed are fine. I don't think there's too much thought that really needs to go into this.
True.
Because, like, at base, all we really need to do is locate his, well, infiltrate his, like, mansion, and then deal such severe injury that LSSI can't revive him, and then we just dip. That's the bare minimum. Everything else is extra.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I shall be back.
This is very true. So, what are you doing, if anything?
I mean, I'll leave it up to a vote.
Alrighty. Well, I know that Cairo votes for the dead zone idea of kidnapping him and bringing him into no man's land. So I suppose we'll get. I mean, I think what would bonus think? I think bonus is of the idea like break into compound, murder a man, and leave. Like he just thinks it'd be straightforward. You know, get out before LSSI has the time to even show up. You know, like shoot him and run. Well, you think that it doesn't offer release resistance from LSSI, but keep in mind there are other people in the dead zone. Like it's a dead zone for a reason. Like you'll have to fight off other people, not just LSSI.
I would rather avoid the dead zone.
Yeah, like the
I think it's not really necessary, to be honest.
well, running into LSS, like I said, they won't attack you guys unless you actively pose a threat to them or their clients. Like if you guys are just driving down the road away from a crime scene, and they happen to show up to the crime scene, they'll be like, passersby, whatever. You know, like it's not. They're not just gonna assume you guys are involved and then gun you down. They just have like rules of engagement, you know. Because like there is still like I guess there is still like a high chance you guys would they would like fly over you guys or something, but like on your way out, but they're not gonna pursue you. Their goal is still to get the client. So as long as you do enough damage where they can't save him and then get out, then there shouldn't be an issue. Yeah, see the crime car. The crime car, yeah, makes it possible. The crime car is number one. I love crime car. Greatest investment of the campaign. Right there. Ah, I see. But yeah. So does that mean that the general consensus is shoot man really hard, then leave? That seems to be the preferred idea. You know, use crime car to flee.
I got it. I got the perfect idea, and it's a ghost idea too. Hold on, let me read these messages.
What's your plan, Signor?
Okay. So my ghost idea is, we're going about it wrong. Maybe not. My idea is we go in at night. Now, I don't care about other people's outfit, but he has maids there. So there's theoretical witnesses. So I'm going to go all black outfit, especially to cover my hair. Thank God I have short hair. We go in the crime car, because it's all black out, black windows. You know, I'm sure there's street lights, but whatever. We'll find an alleyway. Disable the security system, go in, I cut the lock if it is required. And if I'm correct, those thermite charges are what is it? Remote. You can remote detonate them, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Because in my opinion, the dead zone idea does work, but I also don't feel like driving to the dead zone. That's just my personal opinion. Personal feel. And I also don't feel like having him just on the car ride with us, because I'm pretty sure an old man isn't gonna sit there. Sure, he could be like prevented from moving and speaking, but I don't think Dakota will let us get away with that. So we go in, we somehow subdue him, make sure he's not knocked for the LSSI to go off. We tie him up. His maids are probably sleeping too. He may or may not be up, whatever. And then we plant him with thermite charges, get into the car, you detonate them. He'll be like rotting or whatever, explode, whatever. We're not gonna explode apart, so the property damage. It'll probably be burned or whatever. He said he doesn't want to burn a hole in his wallet. That we are preventing that in a sense. And then we drive away. I think that's how we can ghost this mission.
Yeah, because you guys can just like drive away, and then the only limiting factor for how far away you could get is the distance of the detonator, which is like a couple hundred feet.
Yeah. And that's the honest way to get a ghost on this mission. If you want to prevent property damage, we just like throw him on the lawn and burn him there. Oh, actually, my question to Johnson is: do the maids live with him?
Yes, they live on the property.
And how many are there? Like in the separate house or in Sena?
In a separate building. There's about a dozen of them.
All right, yeah. So if it's at nighttime, none of the maids will see us, and we'll be fine.
Alright.
Also, did you pause?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
But yeah,
then
how do
that okay, so yeah.
Group vote. Any objections?
Bonus likes that plan, I think.
Okay.
Does Oid have any reactions, yay or nay?
No objections here.
Okay. John, what do you think about the ghost idea?
If he's present, he may not be.
Well, he said he was eating.
Yeah.
The only reason I think it's like the best is because we can still get away. I mean, a minute or less, we'll be in the car driving already. So unless the LSSI just plans to be like, that car was nearby, let's go. LSSI ain't like that. They're not the police.
You missed that conversation. Where Tom was like, but LSSI will see us, and I'm like, yeah, they don't care. Their first job is to get the client, and then they'll only shoot you if you pose a threat to keeping them from the client.
Mhm. Yeah, LSSI is pretty like that. You could be in the middle of like a war, and they don't care whose side you're on. Sick.
Cool.
That's 4
Alrighty.
for 4.
4 for
Right.
4, like
4 for
Wendy's.
4.
4
Wendy's,
for 4.
yeah. Oh yeah. The Wendy's 4 for 4.
Alrighty, so I think we can leave this session off here, and then next time we will we'll begin.
Sick.
So, since the Imperator is currently preoccupied, I will handle the outro. So, like video, hit subscribe, support, give me money. Not that we monetize videos anyway, but you know. Yeah, if you like the video, comment down below. If you think this is a good plan, comment down below. If you think this is an awful plan and that I should kill everyone for their insolence, say
Please
that
don't
too.
comment.
Please comment that. I want an excuse to do it. Let me do it. Satiate my bloodlust. Comment section, please. But yeah. Next time on Dragon Ball Z, we'll see what happens. So yeah. We'll see everybody next time.